Get up and go with Dunken and Carly on demand.
Who's ready to have some fun? Who's ready for some nonstop, totally scheduled fun?
It's the Get Up and Go Show. And today is
National Read a Book Day. Are you reading anything right now?
Nope.
Ah, sad.
Sorry.
I remember there was a time when you brought this book to work. You were like, it's so good.
Yeah, I read every once in a while. Like, I'll pick up a book like once a year. And then, like, every night I'm reading, like, Dr. Seuss and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, and then you're kind of burnt out. And yeah, I understand. It's also National Coffee Ice Cream Day. I love coffee ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
good.
really good.
Java chip. If you got Java chip, I'm real tempted. Like, if we go to Flapdoodles.
Do any of the coffee joints around town, do they have ice cream? Does Mocha have a line of ice cream? Does Caribou?
They should.
Starbucks?
I don't think they do.
Cafe Esteem?
That would be amazing. I would so buy that.
We're not only good at radio.
We're entrepreneurs, too.
Yeah, we're pretty good at a lot of things. Coffee ice cream. Sell it at your coffee shop. It only makes sense.
Yeah. Really.
So my wife likes to walk on the Douglas Trail. Mm-hmm. And the other day she came home with a friend, a new pet.
Did she, like, bring a raccoon home or something, or what?
No, I took a picture of this because nobody's going to believe it. This caterpillar is the size of a highlighter.
No.
When it stretches out, it's the size of a highlighter.
What?
Okay, maybe just a little bit shorter than a highlighter, but it is as thick as a highlighter. Probably as long as my middle finger.
Did she just pick that thing up on a stick and walk it home with her?
Yes, she did, because it was crossing the trail, and she's like, I've never seen a caterpillar the size of a highlighter. This is weird, and I don't want it to get run over.
That's gross.
It's super big. So now we have this giant caterpillar living at our house. And we learned a little bit about it last night. It's the giant silkworm moth.
Oh.
So what is it called when they go into their cocoon? Crystallization or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
That process for this one takes 8 months.
Wow.
So he'll go in his cocoon, or she, not sure. Can't see a wiener, so maybe it is a girl.
And they sit there for 8 months in there?
8 months. So next spring I'll be able to, we'll let it go. And at that time,
it'll be ginormous.
It's bigger. It'll be bigger than my hand. Oh, a moth that's bigger than my hand.
I hate moths. I think we've talked about that.
It's the giant silkworm moth. Apparently super rare. I've never seen one like this.
I mean, that's great. That's great. I hate moths with a passion. Like, ooh, they gross me out.
It's just super cool seeing this giant caterpillar,
for
though.
Sure. Yeah. And it's like, you know, I'm a big environmental animal nerd geek, whatever. Yeah. But like, oh my God.
You would have squished it, wouldn't you?
No. I would never. But I would be like, you're staying right there.
Yeah, it's one of those things we didn't know until she got home, and now you're stuck with it, right? So yeah, we're going to raise this giant silkworm moth for the next 8 months. You can check out a picture of it right now on my Instagram. Just search Radio Dunken.
It's Dunken and Carly with What's Trending in Minnesota on the 106.9 KROC app.
Speaking of bugs, one of the most annoying bugs is back in Minnesota. It's fruit flies.
Oh, no.
Which I feel like you can find fruit flies, you know, any time of the year, but they're especially prevalent this time of year.
Everybody deals with this?
Oh, yeah. It's not just you. It's okay.
Because sometimes I'm like, oh, are we dirty people?
I know. So if you have a fruit fly issue at your house, we've got a way that you can fix that on the 106.9 KROC app. You just need apple cider vinegar. Pour about an inch of apple cider vinegar into a glass.
Okay.
Seal that off with some, like, saran wrap, cling wrap, whatever. Put a rubber band over it so they can't get out. Cut a couple little slits in it. Okay, more than a couple. But a few slits, small slits in the top, so then they're attracted to the smell. They fly in. But then they can't get out because they're stupid.
They're stupid. Stupid little bug.
I've also heard that if the apple cider vinegar doesn't work, that sometimes you can mix a little bit of sugar in there and that'll attract them.
I just put some Coke or Pepsi in there, right?
You probably could do that. They just like the sweet stuff. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
In other news, the final numbers are in from the Minnesota State Fair.
What do we got?
1,835,350. Wait, big numbers. 1.8 million people attended the state fair. My brain just went like, whoa.
That's a lot of numbers.
That is a lot of numbers. So they say this is just a few thousand short of what happened last year.
Nice. That's not bad.
Nowhere close to the all-time record, though. And I think it kind of hurt the attendance the last few days where it was like 158 degrees.
Oh, yeah, for real.
I think people are like, no, thank you.
Do you know what the all-time record was?
The all-time record was over 2 million. 2.1 million.
Jeez.
That was set in 2019.
And finally, Governor Walz made a surprise visit to a local Rochester elementary school to help serve lunch. How cute.
Yeah, the pictures are up on our app right now if you want to check those out.
They make me so happy.
Best school lunch of all time, Carly. I read the article this morning.
Well, I mean, it's got to be Italian Dunkers.
No, it's not Italian Dunkers. And it's not French toast sticks. Those are not meals.
What?
Chicken nuggets is what most people
said
when they think back to school lunch.
That's what he was serving yesterday.
For real?
Yeah. He was at Franklin Elementary School, and he was serving chicken nugs. He was serving fries, fruits, veggies. And, of course, you know, he was promoting the
free lunch, right?
Free breakfast and free lunch for kids who need it.
Which is really awesome.
So cool.
Mm-hmm. You can get more on that and more local news right now on the 106.9 KROC app.
Get up and go with Dunken and Carly on 106.9 KROC. Celebrity Soundbites on 106.9 KROC.
You're my partner in crime. You keep me motivated and inspired every day. I strive to be as cool as you.
Rip.
Rip to Joe and Sophie.
I'm sad.
That was 7 months ago.
Only 7 months ago.
Things have changed.
Things have changed a lot because now Joe Jonas has filed for divorce from Sophie Turner. Very sad. He said,
I hate that girl. I never want to see her again. Is that what he said? Hold on.
No.
Carly's looking for the quote.
He said, the marriage is irretrievably broken.
Okay.
That's the quote from the divorce filing.
I saw they have a prenup, so it should be a pretty clean split.
In his papers, he said that he wants shared parental responsibility because he thinks it's best for their kids, that's good.
Yeah. He doesn't want to pay that child support. That's what it is. All right. In other news, Miley Cyrus, she's got a bunch of tattoos. How many tattoos does she have? 74.
That's so many more than I thought.
74. And she said she's not done. That is a lot.
She has a lot of small tattoos.
You have to. Yeah. She's a small girl. She doesn't have a lot of canvas area.
I thought about that too. I'm like, I don't have much real estate. I gotta be choosy.
Yes, right. And finally today, Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel was actually planning on retiring before the strike happened.
Which is crazy. Because he's a young guy.
Yeah, how old is he?
I mean, he's probably 50. I don't know. But he doesn't come off as retirement age.
55.
Okay. Oh, wow. Older than I thought.
But yeah, he left the show because of the strikes. And then now he misses it. And he's like, well, now I want to go back.
I think a lot of people do that. You retire and you're like, oh, crap, now I'm bored.
Probably. I think so.
Dunken and Carly on 106.9 KROC.
A team at Edith Cowan University. No idea where that is. But they created AI software to help out with doctors. So this AI software can diagnose your issues.
Interesting. Okay.
Would you be more comfortable with AI or would you rather have a real doctor?
I think it really depends on your situation. If I'm going in because I have a little cough, I think I would be fine like having an AI doctor, but it would have to have the knowledge to at some point say like, this is too much for me. You need to see a real person. Because if your condition, you know what I mean? Because if your condition is serious enough, you need to have a human being because I feel like that's too much information for computers. That's too like specialties. That would be too much. You'd have to have a person.
Do you think as a society, AI would make us more healthier? Because people would be more willing to go because you don't have the embarrassment.
Maybe.
You got a rash or something weird going on. Like you're not, like you feel uncomfortable talking to somebody, right?
Maybe.
But if it's just a computer.
A lot of it's the cost too, of course. The cost of healthcare.
So would this make it cheaper?
Maybe. That'd be nice.
You would think, right?
If it did, that'd be great. That'd be great. I don't know. Maybe more people would be willing to do it just because it's not an actual person.
I think you would. Like, I'd feel more comfortable, right? Like,
sure. Yeah. You don't want to be like, hey, look at this.
Well, it's not even that. Sometimes it's like, hey, am I being a baby? Like, do I need to actually go to the doctor?
Right.
But if it's just a computer, I can be like, and then the computer's
I got
like,
the little sniffles.
Actually, it's just a cold, you D-bag.
Exactly, yes, exactly. And that would be like the perfect use, I think, of an AI doctor. So, yeah, that would be really interesting if that pans out.
Open the 1069 KROC app and chat with us right now or call 507-281-2400. When you go to the doctor's office, would you be okay if it was just a computer or a robot there? Or do you need an actual human being doctor? Good morning, KROC. What would you be more comfortable with?
I feel like I need like a physical human being there.
Okay.
Sure, that makes sense.
For the compassion?
I just would feel more comfortable with it like being a person instead of a computer.
Sure.
Because, I mean, that just would be a little weird.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
I think so, but I think in 10 years, it's probably going to be normal.
Interesting.
Right? Yeah. I don't know. So what are people chatting in on our Facebook page?
I mean, everyone says a person.
They want a human?
One way or another, they say they'd much rather have a human doctor than a computer AI doctor. Jane said, specifically, she said, totally a person. Everything has become so distant. So
yeah, there is no like human touch to things.
Right.
I mean, self-checkout, everything is that way. That's why I kind of think we're going that way. And especially like we're in a healthcare crisis right now in small town America where there's not enough doctors and nurses.
Yeah.
So I could see something like this being set up at your neighborhood Hy-Vee where you go sit down and you.
Yeah, that would be really helpful.
You sit down in front of a computer, kind of like the blood pressure thing. Mm-hmm. Sit there and you take a swab of your spit or you blow your nose into something and then
send it off. The computer analyzes it. Yeah, like that would be
you got COVID or whatever.
That would be really helpful for like places that don't have enough doctors. It reminds me of when I remember when our bank that my parents go to. I mean, we go to the same bank, but like this is back when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And they switched over. They were switching from in-person tellers to computer tellers.
Okay.
And so when you go up, if you need something and you need help, you like tap a button and it'll call somebody over like in another state or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
So kind of like that in a way is what I'm thinking.
I mean, think about that. You sit down on the thing and then you do the thing and then all of a sudden a video pops up and it's like, you need to see a real doctor.
Right. Which would be the way to do it. If we're going to move in that direction, the computer will have to know when to tell you to go see a real person. Otherwise, we're going to have some problems.
I think AI doctors are coming. Maybe not like within 5 years, but 10 years from now, 20 years from now when they figure it out.
I can see that being at like Hy-Vee, like you were saying, Hy-Vee Pharmacy or something like that. Kim, I agree with Kim. She says best is probably a combination of both.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as long as it's done right, yeah. 100%.
You go to the urgent care AI. And then if it says, like, hey, you probably should see somebody, then the computer can schedule the appointment for you. Make it really easy.
That'd be awesome. I want that now.
Now.
Right now.
AI in the doctor's office. What do you think? Open our app and chat with us right now.
1069 KROC. Loser Snooze with Dunken and Carly on 1069 KROC.
A hootenanny is coming to Rochester.
A hootenanny?
Hootenanny.
What's a hootenanny?
A hootenanny is a party involving music that is particularly associated with folk music.
Okay, I like some folk music.
Folk music? Everybody says folk really weird.
So it's a big dance?
It's basically like
live music?
It's a big party, yeah. Okay. Live music. There's going to be some food trucks.
Okay.
Yeah, just a big party.
Hootenanny, where is it?
Hootenanny. It's happening at the History Center of Olmsted County, coming up on the 16th. Heineken has created a gaming computer that has a built-in beer fridge. So it's a whole PC setup where that you can play video games on. And then the system that cools the computer also cools the little refrigerator for your beer. Here's the sad part. It's not even going to be for sale. Some Twitch streamer is going to give it away.
Oh, really?
There's only one of them.
How hard is it just to be like, Mom, I need a drink?
Yeah, right? Exactly. Yell up from the basement of your mom's house and ask for one.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb.
And finally, The Barbie movie is going to be coming to streaming services very soon, coming out next week, actually. But there is a big catch to that, though.
Okay, what is it?
It's going to cost $24.99 to rent the movie.
Wow.
What the heck?
They are really milking that for like every single dollar they can get.
Seriously. It'll be on streaming services like Amazon Prime, Apple TV, Google Play, Vudu.
All the big ones, yeah.
All that good stuff. But yeah, $25 to rent it once. Ridiculous.
That does seem like a lot. There you go. News or snooze for today. You can get more local news right now on the 106.9 KROC app.
Dunken and Carly on 106.9 KROC. On 106.9 KROC.
All right, Labor Day is in the rearview mirror. That means we start thinking about fall activities.
No, it's officially fall now.
It is, well, officially fall, according to Carly.
The calendar says it's fall now, but, well, actually, no, technically it doesn't.
Yeah, not until September, 21st?
Ooh, something like that.
September 21st, I think.
We haven't had a calendar behind you in, like, years.
A year. Yeah, and
still turn
and look for the date. It literally has been 9 months or so.
At least.
Since that calendar has been gone. Okay.
Yes.
If you have a company calendar, a lot of you companies out there, you make your little promotional calendars.
Yes, give us one,
please. Send us one.
Uh-huh.
I need one for the studio. Okay, anyways, we're talking fall. We're talking fall activities. And there is one that you should put on your list this year.
Mm-hmm. It is the world's largest corn maze in Minnesota.
The world's largest?
Yes.
How big is it?
Even though technically it has never gotten the award as being the world's largest.
Why?
I don't know. They went for, so this is near St. Cloud. It's called Stony Brook Farms.
Okay.
On their website, they say that they are Minnesota's largest corn maze, which I believe, as far as I know, is true. But last year, they went for the Guinness World Record for the largest corn maze in the world.
Okay.
Last I saw was that they had sent in all their paperwork. And then I didn't see anything else about if they got it or not or anything. So I looked it up on the Guinness World Records website. And the person, the farm that ended up getting it is smaller than Stony Brook Farms. And I don't understand.
They probably forgot to put their name on their assignment. So the teacher didn't grade it.
I know. I kind of wonder if like there was something with the paperwork.
Some sort of clerical error, I'm sure.
I don't know. But,
So
last year, when they went for it, they did 110 acres of corn maze, 32 miles of paths.
Is that all one maze, or is it a bunch of little mazes?
I think it's a few different mazes.
Because holy crap, 32 miles. You'd be there for the whole weekend.
The one that ended up winning it is a farm in Canada, and it's 65.8 acres. Okay. Not even close.
Not even
close. This year, it's only 35 acres. Only 35.
They backed off.
They backed off. I don't think they usually go over 100. But they did for going for the world record.
So it was the world's biggest. Now it's just Minnesota's biggest.
Well, right? I mean, I guess if you're going to be technical.
Definitely worth checking out though.
Oh yeah. 35 miles, 11.7 or 35 acres, 11.7 miles worth of paths. But it's split into two paths this year. So the shortest one is 3 miles. So you don't have to worry about like getting lost forever in there.
Put it on your calendar. You can get the details on the 106.9 KROC app.
Dunken and Carly in the morning on 106.9 KROC. Dunken and Carly, weekday mornings on 106.9 KROC.